Morning everyone, hello and welcome to this video, which is exactly what it is from the title and the thumbnail. I'm just going to do a quick minimal makeup that I usually wear to work nowadays when I want like slightly better coverage than my tinted sunscreen, but I still don't want to burden the skin with a lot of foundation products. And actually it's like 7:07 right now. I hope you can see. Like, I'm trying to not reflect too much with my phone, but yeah. This is the morning, this is why my voice is a little bit like this, and why my hair looks like this, and why I'm out of breath more than usual. I'm literally filming it right before I leave for work, so I just wanted to keep it a little bit realistic. Let's go. Actually, I guess the first thing that I'm gonna do is sanitize my hands, because to be honest, I'm not really touching my face or my skincare with dirty hands. And this is Bath and Body Works. I love them. This one is the sweetest song. It smells really nice, although I'm questioning other products from this line, because like the body cream and like this bath salts, they were like from the sweetest song line, they were smelling not as nice as the sanitizers. So I'm gonna start with the skincare first, because I think on office days this is like one of the more important steps. First, you actually make your skin hydrated enough so it doesn't really get all dry and tired looking throughout the day. And I'm gonna start with this Torriden Dive-In Serum. And I'm almost out of this serum, like we are going into empties with this one. I think now there's like so little in there that this thing doesn't even reach enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Yeah, just because I gotta finish it. I think I've got enough. Recently, I'm really into this kind of hyaluronic serums because they are very good at retaining moisture. But yeah, basically those serums are super good at kind of giving the skin the initial boost and something that can help retain moisture. They do plump it up as well, but I also like using them because when I do use them in the morning, I feel better hydration throughout the day. Next is the toner pads, and I'm gonna use these ones from Skinfood. Actually, I think these ones were reformulated recently, and now the toner pad size is smaller than it was before. And they're actually also thinner than they were before, but I feel like for the morning, they're still too thick. And like if you're walking around, like, you know, getting ready, they're still kind of heavy and they can fall off. So I'm just gonna divide them into two parts like this, because they are still pretty hydrating after that anyway, but it's just I don't really like having super thick toner pads on my face. But this particular one, the Carotene one, it's so good that I don't really even wanna like change it to any other brand, although the Bentone ones are really good, especially for the morning as well. They're really good. Okay, I'm just gonna put this one here and a little bit on the nose as well. Yeah, I think toner pads in the mornings is something that everyone should try, especially if you're out for 10+ hours a day. I suggest you can like try adding toner pads in the morning, because they do pack in a lot of moisture beforehand. So whatever moisture you have throughout the day, it disappears slower and the face looks a little bit more alive in general. Next step is something that I haven't skipped for the past 3 years, and that's the exact number of the years that I've used it. Every morning, like without fail, I would use this. This is their Emulsion Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Emulsion for Oil and Combination Skin. Basically, it looks like this very unassuming white liquid, but inside there is magic for people with oily skin. It's basically the only product that can help me keep my skin shine-free, oil-free for the whole day. And more importantly, it can keep it like without that greasy feeling that comes with sebum production. Like, of course, there were times when I thought, oh, well, like now since my skin is fixed, yeah, I assumed that like since now my skin is not oily anymore, I can stop using it. But I actually couldn't. The moment I would stop, my skin would be greasy again, and like it would oil up pretty fast. So after that, I would just quickly go back to this emulsion and just not really get adventurous with morning skincare. Next is the eye cream, and the eye cream is also something that I've been using consistently for the past like maybe a year or so. And again, eye cream is something that can help make this super thin skin under the eyes look healthier, softer, like less transparent during the day. And since I've discovered the eye creams, I also have been using them non-stop. Usually this one mostly, because this is not my first jar. Although eye cream is not something that's going to help those really deep and numerous wrinkles that appear when you smile, but it is going to help with wrinkles that are always present on the skin, like below the eye, directly below the eye. These parts get filled up pretty nicely. But the only thing that helped me with super deep wrinkles that go like this when I smile is Botox. Last skincare step is the moisturizer. I do have this Flora Glow Rose Smoothing Cream from MAMONDE, and I've been using it for quite a while. It's pretty much one of the best creams that are very good for under makeup, and I've been using it as well for quite some time, and it never really let me down in this regard. Like, makeup usually looks really good when I'm using it. It's also pretty hydrating, and I've noticed from experience that it's not easy to find a cream that's super hydrating, super nourishing, but at the same time looks good under makeup, and this is one of the very few. Next is something that I've been using for a while as well, and this is this Day Shield Perfect Sun Black Sunscreen from AOU, and this is actually one of the reasons why I don't really have many sunscreen reviews on my channel recently. And of course, like, what kind of K-beauty channel is without a ton of sunscreen reviews? But basically for the past year I've been exclusively using this particular product. I really kind of just like haven't felt the need to buy more sunscreens when this is, in my personal opinion, just pure perfection. Recently I've been thinking, like, what if it's not a sunscreen? What if it's more like a BB cream or something? And this is why I actually got some BB creams recently to try and test this theory. But again, it's something like a tinted sunscreen probably. It might appear like it's a tone-up sunscreen, but honestly, it doesn't feel like this, because in my experience with tone-up sunscreens, they are typically like, you know, powder white, like sugar white color. But this is slightly tinted. It's good for a person of my skin tone, and it kind of doesn't really cover much, but it does create a slightly more even coverage than I would have if I don't wear anything. And compared to your normal typical, you know, it's really hard to talk and apply it. It's really weird. But yes, I think for a person of my skin tone, it would not really brighten up much, but it would create like a smoother overall tone. I think the difference is a little bit subtle, and you can see that it didn't really cover much discoloration and like redness, but it did smooth those color transitions out. And yeah, basically on some days, even when I'm actually going out somewhere, this kind of coverage is enough. Like, for me personally, it's enough, and I don't really feel like I have to wear more, you know, coverage, because not every day you have to wear like concealer or foundation, let's be honest. And yeah, the only problem that I have with this particular product, and honestly the brand itself, is that it's so hard to get outside of Korea, like so hard. And usually I stock up on this when I go to Seoul. To be fair, I understand a little bit, because it might be one of those, you know, legacy brands that are aimed for older women. And, you know, like more trendy sites that sell K-beauty would not be interested in something like this. But the quality is so good. Seriously, since I have met this brand, honestly, I've been even considering like stopping my K-beauty journey altogether, because like, if you find something of such good quality, then like, what's the point? What's the point of looking for more if you have found something so good already? But of course, I have insatiable curiosity for everything K-beauty related, so I will never stop, because for me, it's like a hobby at this point, I guess, and I do have like a lot of curiosity to try different things. But this brand definitely changed how I view skincare and makeup, and actually same goes for VDL, and VDL is actually one of their sister brands under the same company, LG Healthcare. VDL is also notoriously hard to get outside of Korea. Like, they do sell some things on YesStyle and I don't remember where else, but the selection that they sell overseas is so limited. So next for makeup, I'm going to use this brow shaper. I think it's called from Hince. And usually on the days when I am going for a minimal makeup, I tend to use just one product. Like, for example, in this case, I use either just brow mascara, or I would use it together with MAC Omega shade to kind of fill in the gaps. I think when I'm going for more minimal looks, since I don't really have a super defined and like sculpted face naturally, it's more like a you know, pancake or something. Something has to be defined. When I'm going for minimal makeup, something has to actually have like a defined shape or silhouette. And when it's the brows, I feel that it's the best choice. I think it's looking decent enough already, but I'm still gonna use this shade from my About Tone palette. Usually I would use MAC Amiga shadow to fill in the brows, but today I'm gonna use this palette from About Tone because I think this particular shade fits in more with this light brown. I think it's light brown brow mascara from Hince. Okay, my brain isn't really functioning right now because, to be honest, it doesn't really launch properly before around 12 or something, so I'm still sleeping. So I think my speech today in this video is like all over the place. And I really hope for your forgiveness about this, but I'm really like not a morning person. I never was, and I tried to fix that a lot for many years, but still hasn't really worked out. So usually on the office days I don't really wear eyeshadow because I just don't need much more powder to kind of dry out my skin. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take this palette, to be precise, the darkest shade from this palette, and I'm going to fill in the upper lash line so there is a little bit more definition to the eye. This is like not too much, not too burdensome for the thin skin, but still gives enough definition. I usually do it with this brush from Philomili. This is 514. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. Filling it in on camera while talking is really hard, so I will not be talking. I think you can see a little bit of a difference compared to what was before. The difference is very subtle, but it's enough. As the last step for the eyes, I'm gonna use the mascara, and I'm gonna use this one from VDL. I really feel safe with this mascara because it gives enough definition, and definition is something between natural and already, like, you know, looking like you have something on your eyes. But I feel the safest with this mascara because it actually, you know, it doesn't really melt or smudge throughout the day, even if I wear it for a long time. Yes, it's really hard to speak and apply mascara. We are done with the eyes. Honestly, I still haven't really gotten into the whole false lashes thing, but you know, maybe I will at some point. Next product is actually something that is basically the reason for me filming this video, and this is this concealer from Dasique. This is the Pro Cover Dual Concealer Palette. Mine is in the shade 17 Fair, and this is one of the best things that I have tried recently, and I really wish this one came in more shades because it's so good. Definitely more people need to be trying it, and mine looks kind of like this. And to be fair, I'm not really sure if this shade is too light for me or not. I mean, this one is definitely too light, but it still would be good to use in the middle parts of the face to light them up for filming. And on the office days, I'm usually using this dark shade to cover this area and here and maybe here sometimes, and over the nose, of course, to kind of hide my most irritated parts that tend to go red throughout the day. Originally, of course, I got it because of the packaging, because look, it's very cute. It's like this little book or scroll or something. It's adorable, yeah. And it also has like a little brush here so you can fix your makeup on the go. This is, let's look at the brush closer. It's actually a very good quality brush. So yeah, basically first packaging lured me in, but then it turned out to be one of the best concealers that I've ever tried because it stays in such a natural way on the skin for such a long time that, I don't know, I was really shocked. And it's completely unnoticeable. Like once I blend it out and it mixes with my skin, it just becomes invisible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this darker shade with my finger because there is no time to do the magic with the brushes. And I'm gonna apply it here under the eye, and then of course here as well. Then just some of it on the nose, and of course like around here. I'm gonna blend it in with this Philomili cushion puff. Honestly, recently I'm really kind of obsessed with the cushion puffs because they actually do apply different products really well, including like blush and concealers and everything. So they're like so good. I think the most shocking part for me about this concealer was when I wore it for the whole day, and then before going home I actually went to gym and I exercised. Yes, it's not a good thing to exercise with makeup on. I think it kind of looks different still, so I'm gonna add some here. Okay, I added a little bit more to kind of create a more even coverage for the video, but I don't necessarily use it here when I'm actually going to the office. I think usually it looks pretty decent and fully blended even without additional coverage here. Back to the gym story. Yes, it's not a really good thing to exercise with your makeup on, but like I was on the way home and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna finish, I'm just gonna be done with it, and that's it. And even after I exercise and sweat a lot, it was still looking decent and good when I came home. That was really shocking to me. This particular part of my damaged hair is always looking weird and like fluffy, and annoys me a lot because I think it ruins my look and like hair balance. Soon I'm just gonna stop dyeing the hair and they're gonna stop being so damaged. I think I'm already looking very decent. I'm gonna add blush, of course, and the lips, because lips, again, when you're doing minimal makeup, you know, you still want to play with something, and I usually choose to play with the lip color. But anyway, look at this, it's looking pretty decent. And again, it's so long lasting and it's so non-drying, it's so like non-budging, and it looks so damn natural. Like I'm so impressed. Honestly, if the bigger palette is in the same quality, then I would definitely consider buying that, because this is so good. For the blush, I'm gonna use this Glowy cream blush from AOU, and I'm gonna use the 04 Mauve Cheeks. Cream blush is also something that I'm a very big fan of recently. Compared to the powder-based blush, it definitely emphasizes the wrinkles under the eyes a lot less, and it doesn't really dry out the skin throughout the day. So I do love wearing it when I know that I'm gonna wear makeup for a long time. Now it's done, and honestly the only problem that I have with cream blush is that it's a little bit harder to show on camera than powder blush, but if you're not filming like me, then it wouldn't really be any issue. And to be honest, I think now it's visible, like it's a little bit visible, like the hint of color, and for office makeup I think that's enough. But actually, yeah, in real life it's much more visible than this. And the good thing about this blush from AOU is this one lasts all day. The last step is lips, and recently I have like my favorite 3 products that I literally use all the time, everywhere, and this is this lip pencil, a Sculpt lip shaper from Twoslashfour in the shade In Salmon. I think it's very good for people with my skin tone because it creates a very, very natural outline. An outline that's kind of natural, but kind of still gives you that, you know, the trendy outline look. Next one is this matte lipstick from Hince in the shade Fade Out, which is a very natural pink that you can layer, but at the same time, if you blur it out, then it looks not too in your face, not too neon pink, but it becomes a very, very natural pink. Texture is really soft and non-drying as well. And the last one, top gloss, is this Gloss Smoky Quartz Charm, I think, from Entropy. And it's actually really that good. Obviously, I got this one because of the packaging first, but I stayed and I kept using it for the quality of the product. So I've applied the pink color first because this way it blends with the lip pencil better if I apply the lip pencil second. Of course, I'm gonna smudge it a little. I'm gonna apply the lip pencil second because this way it blends nicer with the color and creates like a natural gradient transition. I think the nice milk chocolate / coffee brown of this gloss mixes really well with the pink underneath. Of course, I gotta mix and blend the edges. So this is it. This is usually the makeup look that I'm wearing to work nowadays, on the days when I still wanna look decent, but I don't wanna, you know, use too much makeup to not burden my skin. And yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching. I know I've been a little bit incoherent in this video, but this is what happens when you try to make a non-morning person do things like this before 8 a.m. Yeah, this is what happened. I'm still not completely awake, actually. I'm still sleeping in my mind. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.